Good evening, guys. Today we are solving GFG day 25, and the problem is count the elements. So, what count the elements basically does is it has taken two arrays and the size of the arrays as input from the user, and then it passes two queries. So, q equals to 2 means there are two queries which the say third user is going to see and solve what the queries based on the arrays given. So suppose the query array has parameters 0 and 1. So basically what 0 and 1 does is in 0 we have to check the index of the first array. So suppose the first array index is a 0. So zeroth element in present in the first array is 4, and in 4, so what we have to return is 2. So how this 2 is returning? We have to check the elements which are smaller than or less than the value of 4 present in the particular B array. So less than 4 is 1 and 3 because 7 is greater than 4, right? So we cannot do that. So 1 and 3 are the elements which we can return and which are lesser than 4. So in this particular case, total number of elements which are less than or equals to 4 is 2. That's why we are returning 2 in the output. Now let's come to the query of the second query, which is 1. So what is the position value of the 1? 1 is 1 because 0th position is 4th and first position is 1. So if 1 is the element, and what is the other element which is less than or equals to 1 present in the second array? That is also 1. So we can see only one element is present as per the query. So there are the output is 2 and 1. 2 denotes the number of elements which are lesser than or equals to the first array element present in the first array, and 1 denotes only one element which is lesser than 1 or equals to 1 present in this particular array. I hope that I made my problem statement clear. Now let's solve the problem. We are going to make a search method in order to search. So we can make the method as static int search, and in this method we have to take the B array because we have to search in the B array, and we have to take a key which is denoting the position. So what we can see is we have to pass in the static int search two values. Value B is basically denoting the like second array, and value key is basically denoting the index position of the second array. So in the second array, what we are going to do is we are going to take result as 0, where we are going to store the results, and what we are going to do is we are going to traverse through the B array. So int I equals to 0, I less than B dot length, because length is basically the size of the array, semicolon I plus plus. Now we are going to search. So our condition is if key, so b of I less than equals to key, then we have to increase the result, and once increased we have to return the result. That's all for the static int search method. We have closed this search method, and in the class public static class we are going to count. So let's make a result array which will store these values 0, which will store this value 2 and 1. Suppose there are number of so suppose in there are two arrays, and this will give two output like 2 and 1. So we are going to store the result, right? So in the result we are going to store it in a new array equals to new int. And what will be the size of this array? We have to very carefully think the size of this array as query. So the query is the size of the array, right? So we have to take new int query dot length is the size of the array. Once the result is declared, we are going to again traverse through the particular array. I equals 0, and how many times this loop will run? Till the value of query, so which is basically nothing but query. So the loop will run till query of length, query dot length plus plus. So the loop is running in the query. In this particular loop we have to search. So for searching, and storing each and every element, we have to do search, and searching we have to pass one array. So the array which we are passing is the B array, and the index which we are passing is the first array's query of I. Lastly, what we are going to do is we are going to return the result array. So let's compile. Sometimes the compilation may be long. B dot length lng. So I guess our problem is compiled successfully and we are going to submit the solution. It's a very easier problem on the search strategy. See, the test case is passing smoothly. So yeah, we have completed 61 days of the EFG and 25 days of uploading over here in our channel. And the search, we are checking over here the condition whether array in array element in A is lesser than element in B. And what else we have done to return result array. So that was it. I hope you liked the solution, and we are hoping to see tomorrow with a new problem. Thank you. Bye bye.